Dragon Deals Live Shopping is starting soon. What is it all about? Long story short, I closed an eBay warehouse with over 6,000 listings worth of products. I only will be listing 300 here on my own websites. That leaves a large amount of items to sell. Items are being sold at really low liquidation prices. Go to the Key Web Go YouTube channel and bid during the show, which is on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. CST. Then use the app to pay via PayPal. Also use the app chat to provide shipping information. If you are watching a replay, just use the chat in the app to see if the item's available at the live show price. Use the item number given in the show or a screenshot. If you want a regular store listing to purchase from, that can be done, but it will cost a bit more. You can bid in the live show or use the app chat if you're watching a replay. Dragon Deals Live Shopping is starting soon. What is it all about? Long story short, I closed an eBay warehouse with over 6,000 listings worth of products. I only will be listing 300 here on my own websites. That leaves a large amount of items to sell. Items are being sold at really low liquidation prices. Go to the Key Web Go YouTube channel and bid during the show, which is on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. CST. Then use the app to pay via PayPal. Also use the app chat to provide shipping information. If you are watching a replay, just use the chat in the app to see if the item's available at the live show price. Use the item number given in the show or a screenshot. If you want a regular store listing to purchase from, that can be done, but it will cost a bit more. You can bid in the live show or use the app chat if you're watching a replay. Dragon Deals Live Shopping is starting soon. What is it all about? Long story short, I closed an eBay warehouse with over 6,000 listings worth of products. I only will be listing 300 here on my own websites. That leaves a large amount of items to sell. Items are being sold at really low liquidation prices. Go to the Key Web Go YouTube channel and bid during the show, which is on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. CST. Then use the app to pay via PayPal. Also use the app chat to provide shipping information. If you are watching a replay, just use the chat in the app to see if the item's available at the live show price. Use the item number given in the show or a screenshot. If you want a regular store listing to purchase from, that can be done, but it will cost a bit more. You can bid in the live show or use the app chat if you're watching a replay.
Hello, everybody. We are getting underway here. Very last minute, very rush today. Um, what this is Dragon Deals Live, and it is a shopping thing. I am liquidating a huge amount of products, which you heard in the intro. So we're not going to spend a lot of time talking today. Actually, I'm barely got it together, and I am hot spotting again. So the video quality is going to be kind of. Now, this is a very easy deal. I am going to kind of spill it out because we are just starting. This is the very first run through. It's to see if you can actually see the items this way. That little tiny video there was much bigger, but I tried to make the camera larger so you can actually get some views live in the show. There are also things that are sold live that are not in the app. By next week, everything will be in the app. But some shows, every show, we're having some frame drama. Every show will have items that are just live. In other words, they're not going to be in the app. Anything that is just live, shipping is included. In other words, I am going to pay the shipping. I know when my hat's so much. My hat looks crooked, and I always make it worse because I'm not good at the reverse camera thing. I'm kind of buried in a pile of things over here. But everything is in the app. Now, that bit.ly link that you see above me is what you need to use. You need to use it to bid. You need to use it after you've bid to purchase, as well as give me the shipping information. So it's real important you use the app. It's very easy. It's a little box. You're not downloading anything. It works in your browser. It's very simple. You scroll through the boxes. They do slide up. And you touch it, and it takes you wherever. Of course, most of it's just writing because it's items with numbers. This is the important screen. This is how you pay for and provide shipping. I do not want you to put any shipping or even your real name. You can just use your screen name or whatever in these chats because they're seen all over the place. That's what the app is for. You will see in the app too, we're going to go real quick. Some items will only be live. A tip is to write down the number and write down the price if you're just watching and you don't have access to the app, because you can do this a little after the show as well, but mostly it's for the show. That's explained later. To bid live, that's what you're going to do here, and this is important. This is kind of what you do in the app too. You add the item number, which is in the app. You're not going to know the price because it's not in here. I announced that live. So you will put the quoted price, or if you are bidding higher, for example, if you missed the show and you still see the item available, and you're like, because I don't do those every day. I just look every so often, whoever's the highest. I'm like, okay, everyone, this is over. That item sold, this item sold, if there's a couple, and then whoever the highest is gets it. So price goes up. I know we're choppy, I'm sorry. The price goes up if you don't bid during the live show. Also, if you don't buy it during the live show or within a day or two of the live show, it could happen that the price may be in here, but it's going to always go up by about $5 because that means my employee has already decided, oh, I think I'll put that in one of my stores because I have about 300 spots open to stick stuff. So I'm going to kind of do that until the new year. Then I'm going to fill my store with what I want. So if that's the case and you want to buy from a store listing, it's $5 more than whatever it is I say. Don't do that because that's kind of a waste of time. Use the app, you send me the address, or you send me your own label after I tell you the size of everything all packed together small. I show you a screenshot of what I pay for shipping. Perfect Vibes read a little late. That's cool. I have to message her back, so it'll be just a moment in a second. So you bid live, and once I have a bell, which he did not bring me my bell. He should bring me the bell, but if not today, I'll just say it. I have a gavel, but I have a glass table. After I say sales closed or I ring a bell, in other words, it's done. Even if someone came in, because it takes me a while to delete them from the app and stuff once I get a bunch. Like we're just going to do a quick run through today. Even if someone else sends me a chat message and tries to buy it, if it was purchased during the live show and you rang the bell, even if you haven't paid me yet, because it takes a while, you have to contact me with the address and decide if you want to pay the shipping or you want me to pay you the little screenshot. I have to know what it's actually going to be to go to your address. Now I'm in the middle of the country, which is really good because it's cheap. I have good shipping rates. So, there's a few things we have to do in the chat. So a lot of times people will bid because they missed the show and they'll bid after I've rung the bell or I've said it's closed. Doesn't make any difference. If in the show you purchase the item, it's the price you get. Now I'm being stressful about the price you get. Let me explain what we're doing real quick. I'm trying to hurry through this, but I'm kind of waiting on my moderator. When you bid and you're successful and you go to the app and you buy it, you have the shipping and it all goes out. That's all wonderful. That works. Oh goodness, that works really, really well. Now, if you buy several items, it's a little more tricky. Not really, because it's the same chat. Every time you push that button, it's Facebook Messenger chat from my business page, Q Webco Shop. Very simple. Every time you push that button, it's your same chat window on Facebook talking to me. So no big deal, right? But it is a big deal because there's a couple things that matter. When you send me the address and I send you the screenshot of the tracking, it's not like on a listing. You're not going to get an email unless you, of course, have the tracking set up that when something's coming to your house, there's auto stuff for that. But you're not going to get an email that's saying your package is on the way or updates, but you will get the tracking number in the chat. So it's real important to do the messenger chat thing back and forth with me, because if you buy it today and you go in and you say, well, let me check the prices because maybe I can get a better price on shipping, which is unlikely. But, if you wanted to, or some people get points for shipping, then all you have to do is send me a label. But you can't do that until you know the size and weight of the package, correct? So it's not an instant sale like you're buying something online. And I know we are dropping a lot of frames. Sorry, guys. So it's not the same as buying from a listing. So it is a little more intensive because you do have to send the address and you have to go look at the messenger to check tracking online. So there are those inconveniences. I want everyone to be sure they know what they're doing. Now, there's no drama in any of this. Now, if of course you want a listing, it's $5. I'll make one in one of my sites. You buy it, it's gone. No big deal. It's the exact same price except for $5 more. It's up to you. Well, I don't think I'm going to wait too much more. So here we go. We're going to start with one item if I'd like to do these in order. My employee is supposed to be in here helping me, but of course he's run off. That is the pink one. I think this is it up here. Yes. I can't really see these very well. All right, now, hold on. If you go to the app, which is at that bit.ly DDLS shop thing, now if you want to check that, oh, by the way, that's a bit.ly link. I'm going to teach you something while we're kind of lollygagging just a little bit. If you go to that bit.ly shop link, some people go, oh, bit.ly link, you don't know where it's going to go. Yes, you do. All you have to do is put a little plus after shop, connect it, just add the plus symbol, and put that into your address and click it in. What it will do is it will show you the address that the bit.ly link is taking you to. Now, that is a good idea to do if it's some bizarre site you've never seen before and there's no pages attached, just some feed thing you're looking at, and it looks a little shady to you in the first place. Well, just put the little plus after the bit.ly link and you'll see the address it's going to. I just want to let you know. Now, where that address is going to is the app, which is an Ads Me app, which all of my apps are. Just an FYI while we're lollygagging. You will notice if you open that app and you just scroll down, go ahead and scroll past everything. Right after the last heart thing, which says bid live, it tells you how. You'll see the very first item. Now, I will hold this up. Of course, you can't see it. That's the first item. The number that you would need to write down is BLKGRY1C. That is in the app. You can do a screenshot too. It's a good idea. You can buy it, put a screenshot in there. That way there's never any question. All right, so let's tell you a little bit about this before I struggle to show this thing in front of the camera. It is a Twin XL. It is by Mainstays, which is a Walmart brand. This is not a big high dollar item or anything. It is a reversible comforter. I don't know. I believe the price might be on here still somewhere. The retail. I don't know what the retail is. Packaging is adequate. It has some scuffs and stuff, so it's not mint condition. It has been stored a while. No smells or nasty or anything. It's been in the warehouse. It's polyester, I see. Made in China, of course. Everything's made in China. It was made in May 2015, which that is a common year for a lot of the Mainstays. The other ones are newer. I bought these in a large lot, I believe. I have to remember exactly because this is how it works. This is a liquidation loss sale. I've already not selling these. Well, that's not really true. These will probably go live if they don't get sold in one of my shops for a while. But I'm not going to sell them on eBay anymore. And I actually used to sell these a lot when I could come up and search. But anything Walmart, I'm telling you guys, if you buy this from me, you really should. You could probably make some money because it's going to go to you cheap. I am going to read you the UPC code too. Oh, by the way, in the future, that will be one of the collage images, or I'll have it written down. We're just starting, so. It is called Rich Black Light School Gray. And yes, I did buy this in a lot. I remember now. Okay, its UPC number is 735-732-079. Camera enough that you can scan it. I may try that in the future. But care machine washable. It's just a comforter. It's not a set. There's not extra sheets or anything like that. It is just around. We're having a lot of skipping. I'm sorry. We're going to zip through these things. All right, here's the hard part. Let me try to show you a little more detail of the condition of the package. That's why we do this, because if you're going to resell this, you need to put the condition and you need to photograph it because it's not spanking out of the box warehouse new. And I do have those things coming. These are mostly comforters today. I have a couple that are spanking new. But, okay, here we go. I know it's glary and stuff, and I will work on making this better for you. Just trying to give you a look at it so you can see. Oh, maybe let's see if you can. I am not good with the reverse camera, guys. I'm gonna have to play with that. Holy crap! I can't believe I'm that bad. I used to be in theater. I used to do stage right and left all the time, but I'm getting old. Okay, that you're not gonna be able to scan it, but there, maybe you can see a few details. Let me show you the material. The material, a plush, and it is reversible to a microfiber grade. Let me see if the other corner shows that. Sometimes they do that. No, but it is visible. Let me unzip. Don't want to take it out. I don't like taking things out unless you ask me to. And even then, I don't like doing it. But this has a zipper thing. If you have, do you know how to refold? I will do a show on that one day. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do it enough that you can, let's see. How's it look? It's pretty good. There's some factory brand new lint in here. You know, like the plush lint, like you would expect on a brand new package that's never been opened. That's the microfiber. Wrong way. That's kind of how they switch over. Okay, so you have a good idea what it is. It has like a square grid pattern, and it does have a very nice soft feel. The plush, the matting is adequate. Mainstay does make a fairly decent comforter. Value on this, I have no clue because I do not see a price. I do know that I did buy some of these in a lot, and I believe since there is, I think, another. Now that one, yeah, there's another one in this set. I did buy these in a lot. I'm sure maybe this other one has its price because I really would like to give you the price on the package. Some of the lot stuff I have, of course, doesn't have it because it was never actually priced by the store. Okay, that's the case on these. All right, if that's the case, I'm almost 100% sure the next set coming up is a full queen. I know what I paid for that one for sure. I think since it was a lot, I think these averaged out. I want to make sure I give you a fair price. All right, I think in the store these go for like $35 or $40. The twins, the extra long twins, these reversible ones. I think I bought 15 of these and 6 of those. I'm doing math. So my actual, I will by next show, by the way. I don't know these two. The other ones I all know. There's 2 that I'm not sure of, so I'll make sure I do this right. Because the deal is, whatever I paid, you're paying half plus shipping. That's how these shows work. All right. So, I should test this. I'm sorry. Let me test this. I want to make sure, since we're streaming, that bidders will actually be able to see me and that you can bid even if you're on Facebook. So let me test that real quick before I get this going here. We'll be done with this first one real quick after I test this. I am lollygagging a little bit too because this is difficult to do without a moderator. All right, let's see here. Oh, good. We are streaming live. Not too bad. I'm going to say hi. Okay, good. We're good to go. We're good to go. Let me turn that down. We're good to go. All right, we're going to zip right through this here. Now, here's the deal. Since if no one's bidding live, because that might be the case quite often, people might not see my show. They might see the replay. That is fine. Remember, though, you'll have to probably get stuck watching the show to find out the price. Because I'm not going to answer questions, how much is this? Okay, that's in the show. That's why we do it. And you're really supposed to be the show to bid. But I'm going to go ahead, and if you're not interested in the items, that's why I put them in the app before the show. You can scroll through there. Now, I'm going to do some live things. Those are normally the ones that are really worth the money. Just an FYI. But this would be a good thing for you to buy if you're just interested in this size. I remember now, I think I paid 20. So these would go for 10. But you know what? It's a twin. Twins don't do as well as the queens. The queens will be 10. In other words, the pink blue one that's coming up will be 10. I paid the same, I believe, if I'm doing the math right. I paid about the same amount of money. So I'm going to put these that were 20 each, because I know I had some king sets too that added to the figure. So my kind of investment level in them is 20 each. So this one I'll do for 8 plus shipping because it is twin. Twins are hard to move. if you're going to sell it. If not, I just use it. The full queen, that one will be 10. That one's coming up. So I'm going to show you that one in a minute. So here is this item. You will look it up in the app. It is the reversible black, or is this blue or black? What did I say? I think it's black. I did tell you a minute ago, but I forgot. Well, it's in the app. It's the very first item. Yeah, here it is. Black and light gray. All right, so that is the first item. That one would be $8 plus the shipping thing. And the shipping on that, you know, guys, I am pretty good about getting those into a cubic box that they'll actually fit in. They have to be less than, I think he said 17 inches or 16 inches in any way. Your rate probably is going to be about like 10 or $11, maybe less. Maybe less. It depends. We'll look it up. That's why I don't tell you up front. All right, this is the exact same thing, but much nicer in my opinion, because it is still the plush, but it is a better color combination, especially for females. It's got like a, let's see what they call the color. We'll get through this real quick. It's a full queen comforter. And again, this is just a comforter. And this would be $10. Again, 2015. It is navy and orchid petal. It's kind of like a violet peach, purpley kind of color. And I actually like this one. And it is a bigger comforter. You can get the size off the video, off the pictures, but this one is 86 by 90, which is, you know, the standard for full queen. And again, its mainstay is just like the other one. Now, I have to do this because if anyone bids, either now or later, you need to do the same thing that I'm going to do right now. You need to go to the app, which I don't know where I put it. I'll just open it again. Doesn't take long to write that link, if I can remember it. Hold on, DLSHOP, go. All right, so you go to the app. So this second item that I pulled up is item number PBC2. PBC2. That is the pink and navy blue queen size comforter. So if you want to bid on that, either now or in the app after the show, we'll go through that again later. Now let's see what the next item he put in here. Do I have that one here? I don't see that one. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Maybe this is it. I don't think so. Ah, God, that's huge. Okay, this is it. This is mammoth. This was $50 at Big Lots. The tag is still on it. The item number is King 12-piece C3. This is actually really nice. I remember these. I actually went, this Living Colors brand. I actually went to Big Lots and I bought this. I believe I bought it for, I think it was $27. And it is a king size set. I'm almost sure it's 27. So we'll just make that easy. We'll make it, I paid 25. Yeah, somewhere in there. So I'll charge $21 for this one. The reason I'm going to charge $21 is I'm not sure exactly what I paid. It's either 27 or 25 I paid. So, and it is heavy. And I would probably sell this one in my own store. So I'm going to sell this one at loss, liquidation, but not completely. It is nice. You're going to like this one. It is a 12-piece complete bed set. It has 4-piece sheet set, king size, 1 throw, 3 decorative pillows, 1 bed skirt, and 2 shams. It is a floral pink, kind of purple green pattern. Looks kind of like watercolor painting. It has the price on it of $49. Now, I'm going to give you the Big Lots barcode, but I have very rarely found those to be successful. Sometimes they have a secondary manufacturer's code, but I remember these didn't because it was a pain in the butt. It will come up maybe because I did index these on eBay for you, so this may come up if you're going to sell it. It is, oh, and these sell for, you need to take the price off these. All right, they're marked $49 at Big Lots. They don't have these anymore. And the ones that they're selling now are less than this in what they've got and way more expensive. So these prices are obviously since probably 2015. So I would definitely remove the price tag from this item. It's living colors, cross brand check, price checking is irrelevant. Most of these, I believe, I sold online. I'm gonna tell you, I sold a lot of these. Even that's why this isn't the price is still on. It's just one I never listed. Um, I remember I took those prices off. I put them at I think 79, and other people had them for 100, but that's too much. And that's with shipping. Now, shipping is nightmarish on these. I don't know exactly. So this would be something that if you were going to buy it, it is really awesome, but I probably would just buy it and use it. A lot of the stuff today is buy it and use it stuff. The good stuff will be next week when I have time to actually do this right. I'm just doing a run through to make sure everything works. We get some oh well, we do. We have a few people here and there, but no one's bidding or anything, and my moderator's not here. But I do want to run through this stuff, and it is very soft. Yeah, it's nice. This is really nice. It's a 12-piece reversible set. It is by Living Colors. Now I'm going to try to show it to you. That's the hard part. Next week, I think I'll have a video where everything is all zoomed in, even if it's a bunch of pictures that I zoom in. Now this one, the package quality is great. You know, you got a little crinkling in the paper. I don't know if you can see that. Where the prices, where the paper is, where the picture is. It's very hard to see. There's a little crinkle, you know, like from when you touch the package. But actually, this is in, and it still has the, that's why I'm not taking it out. It still has the tag sealing it from when I bought it. I think the price was on there at one time, another price tag. And you can tell it's never been removed. It's in very, very good shape. So if you wanted to get this, hell, I'll just make it 20 bucks. So 20 bucks, that will be the price that you would get it for in the app now and tomorrow. But after that, I put a price on it. It'll be whatever price I put on there. And it may include shipping if I put the price on the app too. You still have your own options on shipping here. It's going to cost a pretty penny to ship this. That's why I put it down to 20 bucks. If you were to sell this for 80 bucks on eBay, you'd make a little bit of money, but not much. Think about it. Think of your overhead and your costs. But this is really nice. I don't know if you can really see. That's all embroidered in there. That's not a print pattern. I want to make sure. Yeah, that is stitched pattern in this. So it is quite nice. Living Colors does do good stuff. As a matter of fact, I use Living Color bed sets in my house. I don't use Mainstay. All right. Whew. That's the King 12-piece set. C3. No bids. We're moving on to the next thing. Now remember, guys, you can buy these things in the app until they either are purchased. I take them off. I will put a price in the app. The price in the app may not be the same price I'm telling you in the show. So when there's no price in there, you need to go to the show and send me the information that I said and quote it to you, and that's what you get it for. As soon as I put a price in there, I'll say shipping included or not included. I'll put a price on it, and that's what it'll be that you would buy from the chat. It may be more, and actually probably these will, because I'll probably end up putting, if these don't sell, I'll put them in one of my stores. Next one is cute. Next one, someone is going to either buy in the show or after. As a matter of fact, I sent one set that had damaged packaging, really damaged packaging, that I wouldn't sell to anyone. This one, the packaging is good. I'm mailing one set to a friend of mine because for her kids. All right, it is called Furry C5. Furry C5. It is a 3-piece set. Now you can look these up, guys. These are not hard to find online, and they do actually have a nice little pretty price tag on them. Let's see if we can see what they were originally charged. I don't think so. This one I know I bought. I know what I paid. This one I bought at a place called not Big Lots. It was at what the hell? Cargo Largo. Cargo Largo is where I bought this. Yes, I'm sure of it. Because I bought all that they had when I walked in there, and there was another person. It, again, has never been removed. Again, you can see it's got the little tag things that hold the plush so kids don't steal the plush. That's still in there. It's never been opened or messed with in any way. I paid, and I know exactly what I paid because I was pissed off that I couldn't get a bigger discount. I paid $35 a piece for these, and I am going to charge at least, I only have one left. I want at least 20 bucks for this because you can still get $100 for these online. So that $20, that would put it at, they cost a bit to ship you, and that puts your cost too high. You know what? I'll knock it down. Yeah, I'll do 15 for you guys. I only have one that I'm willing to sell. I have other sets of these. I only have one that I'm willing to part with. Um, and these are really nice. I mean, the packaging is excellent. It's still got styrofoam from when I had them shipped here. Um, as I bought a couple at the store and then had the rest shipped. I do that a lot, or I used to. It's in great shape. The zippers are good. Now, I don't see the security tag on this zipper, but I can tell it's never been undone. I don't see, because they normally put the little things, but it is in the other place with the plush, and that's where it matters. Um, oh, wait a minute. It originally came, here it is. Oh, awesome. Believe it or not, this was an original Kmart item. That's right. Oh, wow. But no, I don't go to Kmart. And there was a Kmart down the street. But I remember, yeah, this is a RSO, Recovery Sales Outlet item. They have like all the Target brands in Walmart and Kmart and what else do they have? They don't do like the Dollar General stuff. Um, what was it? They get a lot of Macy's stuff too and Dillard's. But this happened to be originally from Kmart, and it does not have any price. But this Kmart UPC may still actually work, so let's give it a try. It is 735-732-05321. Go ahead, and this is a great set. All right, you heard the prices there. If you want it, use the app. Today's not too much awesome stuff here. Now that was Furry C5. This is just a run through. This next one, I even talked about this in my car today. Hold on. I can't get my employee to come in and help like he's supposed to. All right, so this is a Comfort Bay comforter. I already explained in the car, this is an awesome item for yourself. $10 plus shipping. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. This is not something, it is a full queen comforter set. This is not something you're going to make good money online with. So this would be buying for yourself. You can sell these online. I did sell quite a few. Comfort Bay is actually pretty good. It's what Dollar General has. These were bought in a 50% clearance. I got these for, no, they weren't 50%. It was 70, I think. I paid 20 again. That was normally, if I saw a comforter for 20, I'd buy it. That was my normal level, no matter what the value is. So just, give me 5 or 6 of those. Used to make a lot of money. So I know I paid 20, so I'll sell it for 10. It won't be excessively expensive to ship because it is a full piece, 3-piece comforter set with 1 comforter, 2 pillow shams. So it doesn't take up a lot of space. And I can crush this down into a nice, probably smaller size on the cubic shipping boxes. So this won't cost a fortune to ship, probably around $10 or something, maybe even less. I don't know. That's something that we will figure out. Now it's a quilted comforter. It's a 3-piece. It's got 20 by 30 shams. Of course, it's polyester fiber content. Machine wash, cold water. With light colors, do not bleach, tumble dry low, light iron as needed. So no drama. It's a good no fuss. I actually have a friend that really likes these Comfort Bay ones, and so they have bought several of them from me online. And normally the price I think I was giving was like 45 or $50. So really, there's not much of a profit margin if you were to buy this and want to resell it. But you know what? It's a great comforter set. If not, I'll just stick it in one of my stores maybe. Probably not. I've got way too many products. All right, that was item CB C9. Oops, wrong one. The packaging sucks. Packaging is torn. This one will not be in my store. But I do know people that sell these with torn packages and make good money. I remember I threw a fit at the store. This is not an expensive brand either. It's Interior by Designs. It's a Family Dollar design. This is from like 3 years ago, I think. No, I don't know. It probably about 3 years ago. It's a 3-piece set, Midwood brand. So that's Family Dollar or Dollar General. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Interior by Designs. I think that's Family Dollar. I haven't been sourcing there in a while. The barcode. I think this one may work. I doubt it though. No, it won't. Starts with a 0. 03-225-111-7299. That is 03-225-111-7299. Now, this comforter is a microfiber comforter set. Again, easy care. You want this one? $8, guys. $8. It's a full queen. It's nice. $8. It's still going to cost you about 10 or 11 to ship. It's not something I would be reselling because of the package. But if you want to sell it, you can still probably get 30 or 40. So you're not going to really make any money on this either. This is just a good deal kind of thing. I want to get rid of the comforters. I did not choose what was really on here today. Now we are going to do a few live things. Now we're not quite done, I believe. Oh, that item number is BGC11. Now I'm going to do a few that aren't in the app. We're going to put this one up here. This is a twin. It has its $20 clearance price on it. So guess what? It's $10. The reason I'm going to do this one, I don't have a picture on it in the app. So it'll be called Live Twin Bed Set. Just call it Live Twin Bed Set. Put today's date. Maybe write snooze on there. Maybe take a screenshot, something, if you need to. But all you have to do, since I'm only going to do one live comforter set in this show, put today's date. Just say the plaid bed set, just so we know what it is. It's not going to be processed like a regular app one. I wanted to put this one live in the show because you know what? I sold these by the tons. Now, not that I'm encouraging you to buy it to resell. It is a twin. Twin is a harder size to sell than a queen or whatever. But school, college, dorms, those kind of stuff, I used to ship at the universities around here. Sometimes a couple people would get together at the colleges down the street and they would buy like 5 or 6 of them for me at once and ask me to put them all together because they got it cheaper. See, I had a volume discount, so they would all go to one person's room and buy it all together. Well, if I see going to a dorm room 10 orders for comforters, I'm going to send an email. It's a little. So I said, hey, how do you need 10 comforters? You're in school. And I LOL. They said, yeah, a whole bunch of us got together. We ordered because you give us a major discount. Back then, I gave 20% off. That's the reason they actually began to sell. But that didn't matter. Long after that incident happened, for several years, anytime I saw this type, I'd buy it. And I remember being so excited that it actually was on clearance. I believe it's Big Lots or somewhere. I don't know. Probably Big Lots. It was on clearance for $20, and I was so excited because I had been paying much more. They were. Let's see if I can see what it originally was. No, I don't want to mess with them. I don't think I can. No, they just put that clearance price sticker on the twin size marker, so I don't want to mess up your buttons. But I don't know what they charge, but I remember it was expensive because it has the sheet set in it. But I know that I paid 20, so you guys would get this for 10. And it's a 3-piece set. It includes a comforter, 1 pillow sham, and a sheet set. A 3-piece sheet set. So it's really a bigger set than 3. It's what would that be? A 5. Yeah, 5-piece set. But it's nice. I don't know if you can see the pictures too well. Packaging is okay. You've got the crinkling on the packaging from storage, but that's about it. No significant drama. Kind of get a look at it, see what it is. The material. Let me see if I can show you that really nice. I mean, it's nice. It's nothing super fancy, but you know what? You got a kid going off to college, and it's going to cost you probably about $22, $23 to get it from me because I'm selling it to you for 10 and shipping. If I can get it, I don't know. Shipping might be a little more too. See, that's the thing. You've got to consider what shipping may or may not be. I'm giving you estimates on what we normally end up paying. Some of these may be $20 to ship. So, like the bigger ones for sure, maybe. This one, I can probably get it fairly small in a box. It may go cubic. If that's the case, it's like $10 or $12 or something. It may be 15 or 17. It may be 20. So until we know the price of shipping, and I'm not going to know that, depends on where you live. So that's why we do, you bid, you go in, we figure out what the shipping is. You know what I'm going to charge for the item. If the shipping is too much and you say, oh, no, I'm not going to pay $25 for shipping, well, then no big deal. It'll just go in another show or go in one of the piles of listings. I have tons of stuff to get rid of. So I just want you guys to know that this set is only a live view set. I am not putting it in the app. So to buy this, you will have had to watch my show in one way or another and say the complete plaid college bed set, give today's date. It's not going to have an item number. It's only available in the live show. All right, so another item we're going to put available in the live show. I had talked about before. I told you there's no real money in these, but a lot of people like to play lawn darts, and I don't want you to go into the store. And I think I have several of these. I'm just going to say one for now, but I believe I have like 8 or 9 sets of these. These are lawn darts by Sports Club. I believe this was bought at Big Lots. The Big Lots price on it is $12. I think I'll sell these to you for $3 because I think I paid 6. I think they were a 50%. It was summer. I was out of summer listings. So I think I paid 6 for these. I think. Pretty sure. So I'll charge $3 a set. Shipping. Shipping's not too great on these. I don't know if you could actually sell them. You might be able to sell them and make some money. I didn't really. I just bought them and made a real quick little listing and never did anything with it. I did sell several. I think I had them for $30. And I think we paid $7 to ship them then. It should be about that. It's not size, it's a little heavy. So cubic, this shouldn't be too expensive. So you might be able to let's say you got $10 in it, even though they were only 12 at Big Lots. I think I paid 6 because I just was happy they were on clearance. I think I even sold out and I went and bought a few at 12 and sold them and didn't really make much money. So I didn't go back. And then I went in again and they had a clearance and that's how I got these. And then I just never listed them. I think I've got 8 or 9 of these, but we're only going to say one now. Now, again, this is a live only item, so it'd be $3 and whatever it costs to ship it to you. And the reason I kind of want someone to buy this, it is the weighted safe darts, not the ones with the big spikes that people put through their eyes and feet and fingers and heads. It is a 6 lawn dart set with 2 target rings. No bells, no whistles. It's for ages 3 up. It's by Sports Lawn Club. Um, it's from 2014. That's when it was manufactured. Barcode, in case you want to try it, 6519035116 and 5. All right, that is another item that is live. Live only. I'm not going to make a app listing. And obviously you call it lawn dart set. Now, I will find out if I have more. I think I do. I'm almost sure of it. If I do, then what I'll do is it's available live this week. If no one buys it or whatever, I may or may not put it in the app. But if someone's interested, or if I do sell one and I have a few left, I will put it in an app with a link that you can buy it with the shipping paid. And that might be good for some of the items I mentioned live show. Because if I have 6 or 7 of these and it's easy for me to make a listing, I may just go ahead and do that and then stick it in the app as something that was available live. It would reflect a $3 price. So it would still be priced at liquidation price in the app. I wouldn't raise it the $5 because it might be better on an item where we're not sure of the weight, where you can actually calculate and look. On these big comforters, at the prices I'm charging you, maybe you can make money, but mostly they're just for you to get and use at a good price. And you're still getting them for what I paid or less. In clearance. So that's a pretty good deal. Now, I think since my employees run off, I don't really want to be jumping up and down. I did show some radio control cars, but you know what? I think I'll just put those in an app with a link. Now, why I mentioned the app with the link, let me explain this real quick, and then we'll just get off here. I expect people more to be bidding during the show. That is actually very important. For this first show, we're just doing a run through on some comforters, nothing that's really high end, nothing that's really going to flip you a lot of money, but a good deal on something you might want. Now, when I go on next Wednesday, I'm going to have some lot inventory, meaning 100 of these, 20 of those, 40 of those. I'm also going to have some very high end stuff, and I'm going to have some lots of fairly low cost stuff that you would just be buying to sell in bulk or throw in Christmas packages or whatever. I'll have a little of that. I'm also going to be bringing out a lot more variety of products. Like today, it's just a few comforters. When you see my show next Wednesday, it'll be a comforter, a radio control car, a jigsaw puzzle, curtain sets, towels, no clothes, of course. Maybe some shoes. I have thousands of shoes, but not even too many of that because I do that on Poshmark. Uh, it'll be some houseware, some decorating. I may even throw in a couple of vintage items. I've been looking around. I don't really think I'm going to be messing too much with the vintage, but I actually have. I'm looking at some really nice stuff. Right. You know what? Since no one's buying anything and I'm not taking auction bids, just a second. It's dirty, dusty. I just one of the very first things I just jumped up and grabbed that's sitting over here. You know what this is? I'm not going to say. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. From the image, from the glass, in the bottom of the glass. You know what that is? Well, I got a whole cabinet of that. And I have a whole cabinet of a whole lot of other stuff. See, when I first started on eBay, here's one that's even older. Let me bring you this one. Oh, no, it's too dirty. No, I'm not going to bring it over. It's dirty. I need to dust it. I got all kinds of sets like that. So, I am going to throw some vintage stuff in here, guys, every so often. Every so often. Because, I'll probably never get around to listing it. I'm not really messing too much with selling products, not from my warehouse. I have my Key Webco Global store, and that's where most things go out and make me a little bit of money. All right, well, I was hoping someone would come in and at least bid on something, but that's okay. This is just kind of a run through to see how it's going. Now, that doesn't mean these things aren't available. I will put a price in the app, and I may just, from now on, I try to make it in a live show that people can use their own shipping. People like that. But you know what? I think I've changed my mind on that. I think what I'm going to do in the show, yes, you can choose your own shipping. Send me a label or I pay for it and you send me the money. I think what I'm going to do is once you see these items, because they'll still be in there if no one's bought them, in the app, I'm going to just have the shipping included. And I may even just make a listing for them and just put a link. Because pictures are already there. I can put them in a link in a store that I'm not marketing because I don't want these being shown around because I'm putting them at liquidation price. There's no money in it. But my employees already taken a few pictures of some of them, so I may just use one of my stores and go ahead and copy the app items that didn't sell. Go ahead and make a quickie link because it doesn't cost me any money. And that way you can just click it and figure out what your shipping is going to be before you buy. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is a liquidation sale. Now, these items, there's no real major value. And we're just trying to get rid of some of the big stuff first. Uh, that's not a problem. I can definitely sell these locally uh, and make good money. I'll sell them for what they're marked. No problem. But I want to liquidate things that sellers can make money on. And really, today's show, there's not really much. I even said yesterday, I might have something, but probably not because I wanted to do a dry run through. I wanted to see how it looked on the camera and not too good, guys. I'm going to definitely have to do a little bit more work, definitely before next Wednesday. I think instead of that little, no, I think I'll leave my little dragon. I think I might change my headline, try to squeeze another window in there. Maybe move the bit.ly thing over to the right, and then put another square box window where I will actually have the items that are going to be for sale in each show scrolling through the entire time, even while I'm talking, just like so you can just kind of see all kinds of different angles and videos. The point of this is I don't mind making some videos and taking some pictures. I don't want to be listing anymore. Listing takes me entirely too long. I waste entirely too much time doing it, especially when that's what I'm trying to leave behind. I have a huge store that requires my attention. My global store keeps me busy. So I don't have time for this eBay stuff, this little, local warehouse sending stuff out stuff. I don't have time for it. So I'm liquidating it at a loss. And that's what we're doing here is a liquidation loss sale. Unfortunately, I was really hoping he had some animatronics I wanted to add today. but he just didn't get the pictures done, and I didn't have time to do it either because I just got back from the hospital. So next show will be much better. I will actually have this much more streamlined. You will have a wide variety of products. By the way, I have like coffee maker and stuff like that was supposed to be in the show. Really good Black and Decker one. I was gonna sell it for $10. It's $104 set. Uh, it would cost like 10 or 15 to get it to you. So you get a good set for $30. That would have cost you even in clearance probably 40 or 50. So I do have that stuff to give. And what I'm really waiting for, see, I'm not going to start bringing out the good stuff until I start selling some of this stuff off. What I'm saying is, if I'm not making any money in these shows doing this, I'll literally just have a show where you watch a slideshow. It's like, okay, this is the item, this is the info, this is the item, this is the info. I'll let it run through in 5 minutes, and that'll be the end of it because it's not worth my time. But if, and I know I will, if I get followers to start buying, and I know I will. I have some that are already coming next week. I will start pulling out the cases in cases of things that I haven't even opened the tape on because I decided to close the business and decide not to list anymore. Orders still came in that I had purchased. So those are in boxes brand new. A lot of those will make you some money, but those will be lot items. Those won't be like the big comforter or the big vase or the dish sets. I mean, I've got it all, guys. Appliances, you name it, I've got it. Toys, lots of toys. I want to get rid of lots of toys. I'm going to donate a lot to an Indian school, but I definitely want to get rid of a lot of toys because I have way too many. So those things are going to be available, and you'll make some significant profit in the very near future. But I've got to get some of this big stuff out of my way so I can actually start working on these things to get them in the app for you. Now that app, I will put some things that I've decided to go ahead and put the link in my store. But I don't really want to do that. I want to be selling these things in the show so we can just move through the items. You can get them cheap. You can buy several things, package them together, and make some money. That's the point. If you're just shopping for a good deal, you can get it what a wholesaler would buy it for, maybe a little more than the average cost because of the shipping. You always have to remember shipping is a nightmare. As an e-commerce seller, it's a pain because you can actually make money if you can sell it locally. You can make a lot of money, but you have to ship it and lose half or more of the money brought in. So do consider that. The app isn't hard to use. You're just doing a private chat communication with me. So what you're doing is you will put the price that I quoted you for the item with the item number or a screenshot. It's in the app. It's very easy. If it's not in the app, for example, we had the dart set. You just say the lawn dart set from your show. You said you might have more than one. I'd be interested. You said $3 a piece. I'd be interested in 6 sets, 4 sets, or whatever. Well, this will probably end up in the app with the number I have in total and a listing to sell them as a lot. So if you just wanted one set, this would be the time to buy it. Okay? Only in the live show. Eventually it'll be in the app. Once it's in the app, it's a lot for all of them with the shipping and the profits and everything calculated in. So best to buy live. People are starting to get in here now that I'm closed up. But like I said, now let me explain really quickly. I have this one software I just can't get rid of. I have a very easy way for you to do this. Sorry, too many messages. I have a very, very easy way for you to get this. If you are interested in these comforters, you heard what the price is, you know what the number is, it's in the app. You just click the little link in there that says buy here, or if you purchase during the live show. It says no one bought anything during this live show, and I kind of hinted that it might not happen because next week I know I'm going to do well because I'm going to pull out some really good stuff. You have a better view in the app of what's going on. But the best thing is you can buy these as long as the picture is in there. And until I put a price on it, you can get it for what's in the live show. Do not ask me in chat what the price is. I'll say go look at the show. because I'm trying not to spend time liquidating these items. That's why I kind of want to put a whole bunch. Next Wednesday, I mean, I ran through a bunch of stuff real quick and I lollygagged because I'm kind of waiting for my moderator to make it. But next week, next Wednesday, I'm going to be on here a very long time. I'll also be using Wi-Fi and not a hotspot, so it'll be much better quality. But I'm going to have at least 50, maybe 100 things that I'm going to go through. And I'm going to go through them quick. I'm going to go through them real quick. So you really need to be in the show live to get that price. Because once I go through it, hey, Debbie Does Sales, I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I did my first little run through. I just had comforters mostly today and, some darks live only and stuff. No one bought anything, but I'm going to probably make some sales in the app. And by the way, before my show even started, I already sold 2 comforter sets. I showed you guys in the car, and those were actually one of the 2 of the better ones that I was going to put in here. That one set, it was another one of those 12-piecers, but it was I think Better Homes and Gardens, and they got it for 20. And then the other set they paid 20. I think that was a more regular. I think it was the same. Is it a furry? No, it was a. Oh, it was a Mainstays. The other one I think was a Mainstays. You're feeling much better. Good. I'm so glad. The other set was a Mainstays, and I actually sold it because someone saw me in the car in the video going to the city to the hospital today, and they said, "Oh, we watch you all the time. We know you come to the station right down here. We want to come. We want to see some of the comforters you're gonna have on there." And I said, "We'll just watch the show." They said, "Oh, we can't watch the show. We have to go to work." I was like, "Oh, really?" And I said, "Well, okay, my employee's over there." She goes, "Yeah, yeah." So they go over, and he showed them the images. So they, so me too. She went over and showed it. I'll show you something in a second. I just ran through it, but I'll pull out something real quick. Um, I'll put a live only comforter. But she went over and my player showed her the images on the phone, and she goes, "Oh, I'll give you $40, 20 each." I was like, "Okay." And of course, now I have to bring those up there tomorrow. But she went ahead and paid me already. She goes, "I don't have time to watch show. I'm on my way to work. Here's $40. I'll bring those comforters tomorrow." Okay. So I was real happy. I made $40 without even having to do a show, just local. And I'm telling you guys, I can move this stuff local. I just don't want to be bothered. I'd much rather be able to sit here, sell it to people that can make a little profit. Now, today, no real profits for anyone today. You can make a couple bucks, but even paying wholesale with the shipping involved, me shipping it to you, you shipping it somewhere else, you're not going to make any money. Now, I do have a deal for certain sellers, but that's not going to be in the Dragon Deals live show too much. I do know some Amazon people. I also do know some eBay people that I will store the item when they sell it, slap their PDF label on and ship it out. But I do not want to be doing that. I'm trying to get the inventory out of the warehouse, not held in there to ship out, drop ship for someone else. All right, this is an item I'm just selling in the live. It's not in the app. You can see the app at bit.ly DDLS shop or DDDL capital S hop or shop. This is just a little twin comforter set, but is really good for kids going off to college. It's plaid, has a sheet set inside of it. This is something that I was showing. And then before, this one's cute. I'll show you this one because you like this one. This is for a girl. I had one of these. I said to Melissa, you know Melissa, I think you know Melissa Pass. But I had one of these, and I had damaged package. Now, this is actually something you might be able to sell, but again, weight, size. Um, but I had one of these that had damaged package. I sent off to my friend. I said, "Well, we've got the other one. Let me just stick it in my show." So this is the kind of things that I just did today. Not even very many. And if you look at the little app, it'll show you the things that I had live. And all you do is hit the little chat button on the app. You don't actually buy it in the show. You bid on the show. Oh, I'll take it. Then you go to the app because when you bid on the show, it guarantees you get it at the price before I put a price on it. Now, these things that I quoted the prices on, do I have one with a, You know what? I do have some panda stuff. You know what? I'll pull that out, and you know what? I'll just take pictures and send you a private message. That way, you don't even have to mess with the show. By the way, I have a lot of sellers that I am doing that with right now because they know me. They know how much stuff they know. You know what? You can name off anything, and I bet you I have it in one of my warehouses. I mean, not bizarre vintage stuff or anything, but if it's a new product or something you would use every day, I've got it. Chances are. By the way, I am even sending off to a friend. I don't really want to name them out when they're not here. Debbie knows them. I found another one of the lanterns they are wanting, so I may actually be able to get it with the entire setup. They need 15 candle lanterns for a wedding. So I may be able to get where I can get all 15 at least exactly the same type. If some are brass and copper and whatnot, it doesn't make any difference. I've got 8 that are silver, I think, and 2 that are copperish, not the same. They're copper. And then I have a whole bunch of black lanterns like the picture she wanted me to find. But of course, getting 15 of exactly the same is a little difficult because I used to sell those like hotcakes. These are just laying around in the warehouse. Now, we're dying here. I am probably going to be able to maybe find them all exactly, which is what I'm trying to do. And that may be possible because I have boxes I haven't opened. I have 3,000 listings worth of inventory in sealed cartons that I just never bothered to list because I already knew about a year ago I'd have to shut down eBay. I knew that it would no longer ever be profitable, not for the business type I run. So, all right, guys. Well, next show is going to be really awesome. I've already kind of run through this. I see what my difficulties are going to be. The biggest difficulty is giving you a decent view live of my products. I don't want to have to go through a whole bunch of technical drama of transferring you to my camera and my phone and walk around. So what I'm going to do before next show, and my employee and I are going to go round and round about this because he doesn't want to do any work because there's no money in this. This is loss liquidation, just not for profit. Well, so I think what I'm going to do before the next show is I'm still going to have my little dragon. I've got to have my little animated logos, but I'm going to shrink down my heading. I'm going to shrink down my little bit.ly information there, and I'm going to put a rectangular slideshow of all the items that I am going to sell in that day's show. It would be better because even though the pictures are small, you'll see it several times before I set it down and don't talk about it again. Also, I will do much better with the app. Like I only had a handful of things today and they're all comforters. Next Wednesday will be the bomb. I'm going to pull out some real good stuff. I'm even going to reach over there in some of those vintage dishes. Did you see that, Debbie? Oh, I got to show Debbie. This is just the one I grabbed real quick, so I'm going to show the same one. But I have everything over there, guys. You know what this is, right? I don't think this is the one marked Fire King. Oh, yes, this is the Oven Fire King one. I wasn't sure if this was the Fire King one or the other type. This is the not the best one, but you know what this is. I have like a whole wall of that. All different kinds. I have all kinds of vintage stuff. I've been thinking about it. You know, I know some of the best vintage sellers on the planet. Most of them are not just on eBay, but a majority of them focus their primary stuff on Etsy and eBay. Why on earth would I want to build up a new eBay presence and pay all that overhead and crap? Why would I want to build all that up again with to compete with the people I already know and I know how they do it? Half of them learned how to do it from me. Why would I want to do that in a market that I know is dead for the kind of business I run? So I've been giving a lot of serious thought. You know, I have business plans to make everything. And if something changes, I didn't quite properly plan for the platform change. I really doubted they were going to do that. That was my own stupidity. But now I know I have $1 million worth of stuff I can't sell. So why would I want to build up a business to compete against people I know when I can just as easily say, well, you know, I want to liquidate some of this Fire King. I want to liquidate some of my McCoy pots. I want to liquidate some of well, I don't want to keep naming. I want to liquidate some of the stuff I just look at all the time and don't do anything with. So why would I want to spend hundreds of hours marketing, building a store, trying to steal customers from people I already know, even though I could do it very easily? I know how they get their traffic. They learned how to do it for me, most of the people I know. And if they haven't learned how to do it for me, I just look at their stuff and I know how they did it. So why would I want to do that? Because I would then now in this new eBay, I would actually be in direct competition with my friends. And all I'm doing is hurting their success and not guaranteeing mine either. That's stupid. That's my feelings on it. So why would I want to build up a new eBay even though I could do it? Oh gosh, I could, guys. I've already written off this product. I'm trying to do loss retention. I'm trying to get back half of a mil. Not a mil, half. I want half back. If I can get half back, and I can get a lot of it local, if I can get half back, then I'll have the funds to do with what I want to do with my global store. I'm almost getting 10,000 listings now. I want 30,000 by December. Even with the tariffs and all this other crap going on, most of my money's not coming from the United States, just like eBay. Now, can you imagine how I figured that out? Hmm. So I'm just telling you guys, my business is changing because I'm trying to play with the big boys. I have these products that I could devote the time if I had the resources, if I had additional help. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I can't get any decent help. There's no way, and I don't have the funding to get the help I need. There's no way I'm going to be able to build a competitive market in all the different things that I'm involved with and make any one of them significantly successful. But if I can liquidate all this investment that I have to other people that I know and they can make a little bit of money, I'm getting back some of my losses without having to devote enormous resources and time. That is what a liquidation loss sale is. Have you seen one in 20 years? Debbie, you're in Texas. You probably know what I mean by the liquidation loss sales. I think New Braunfels or whatever, where they have the classic car club auction. That is where I saw one 20 years ago. um, that's the last one I'd ever seen. That's really a liquidation loss sale. People put closing, liquidation. There's a wedding bridal shop that has had liquidation closing on the front of their store for 14 years. Doesn't mean anything. But here, even though this is not really profitable, what I did today, the comforters, those aren't really going to be profitable too many sellers. You can make a few bucks, but mostly you just get them for yourself. They're pretty cool. So I'm trying to get rid of the big comforter stuff. That's not a lot of profit margin because once I have people bidding in here and using the app and buying, I'm going to put out the call to all the people that buy these things for their stores. Right now, if they happen across a deal, great. Maybe they'll tell someone. Not too many people are going to word of mouth advertise that I'm liquidating these products. Why? Because they know as I get going, as long as I have a few sales along the way, I'm going to pull out some things that are ridiculously insane. Why do I say that? If I bought 800 items in a lot from Macy's, and some of the things in there happen to be worth like $200 or $300, and some of them are only worth $30 or $40, my cost for every one of those units is the entire lot divided among 800 because that's the way I do my bookkeeping. And that's also the way I calculate what those things cost me because I don't care what the products are. I care what I paid and what they bring in. If they bring in 10 cents, oh, well, that wasn't too much. They might all cost me $3. But something that only cost me $3 might bring me in 275. But when I'm doing a loss liquidation sale, I am basically going, I bought those at a lot, so I only really paid $3. Yeah, sell them to you for $10 a piece. Something that might be worth $100, $200, $300. Because I am clearing out what I don't want to list. Yeah, a lot of those are now those are real. The are you talking about the Fire Kings and stuff I have? Yeah, all my stuff's real, guys. But the most important thing about what I'm trying to do here is I've got these products. I'm donating huge amounts to charity. I'm giving toys to the Indian schools and orphanages, and I've got a battered women's shelter. I'm giving sheets and bedding and all this stuff too. I have a lot of charity donations, way in excess of anything I can claim. But as long as these items are getting used, things that I know are not going to flip well. I can't really, like the comforters, those things I just try to move today just to see how they go. I knew they really wouldn't, because those are things that you just buy for yourself. You're not going to really flip a huge profit on those. Oh yeah, most of them are. I thought there's a delay. I'm sorry. I thought that might be after I said that. I was like, oh, she was probably talking about the the liquidation. Yeah, those signs, guys, are all psychological programming. Your brain automatically has been programmed. If I were to flash a red circle in front of you with a dollar sign on it and bounce it a couple times, that's all I would do. Red circle, bounce it a couple times with a dollar sign on it. Your brain instantly says clearance sale, discount. You're programmed to think that way. That way, when you walk into McDonald's or Walmart or any place, look and see if you see a dollar sign in a circle somewhere on an image. Look and see if you see something bouncing at you. Sale, sale, clearance, clearance. Because we are programmed to respond to those things. Exactly like what I'm doing here, guys. I am programming you. I am teaching you, hey, because of the product choice I made in the business I run and the platform change, it's better for me to write off $1 million worth of inventory than continue to have the wholesale orders come in, than to continue to try to push a product that I'm not going to get the search engine on and then pay to do that. That's insanity. You understand what I'm really saying to you? Now, that doesn't mean that everything you put in your eBay store has to come up great in their search engine. You can have your own customers that you funnel in. But you understand that is ma and pa. No offense to mom and pa, because I am mom and pa that go big. But that's mom and pa. That means I don't have too much overhead. I have limited inventory space. I have limited products and limited listings. But the items that I have are paid for. I ship them from my house. I sell a few a day, and they sell slowly over time. But I'm not spending a fortune to maintain my business. That's mom and pop. That is the best eBay business model at this time, because you're not going to get the search engine. You're going to do the work to funnel them into your store. But herein is my problem with that, even for mom and pop. If you're funneling in the traffic, yes, it is better to have a platform because there is advantages to that. You got some, it's big. You're part of a catalog, so it's better. But if you're only getting thefts on the platform, 5 a day for years, and the only people that are finding your stuff in search aren't any, but they're people that have already bought from you that had to find it in Google or Facebook or somewhere else to even know I still had it on eBay. And half the time they bought it from TrueGather or another site, because those are the only things going to Google. Now think about that. Why would I be continually paying 10% when they're not buying it from eBay? The only ones that I'm required to sell it to on eBay are the transactions I can't cancel because I got negative, 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 negative. And I'm paying to do that. So, because I need these items, like I said, I've pulled this out. I'm telling you, buying this from me, where you have to have it shipped to you, that's bumping up the price for you. If you bought this local for 20 bucks, okay, it would be brand spanking new, not something from my warehouse, which is in still excellent condition. You can sell this new. I mean, it's not bad at all. There's no damage. There's no stains. It's not nasty. Still got the little factory things holding the little plush in and everything. I mean, it's great. You can sell these for about $100. You really can get that. And this thing is from Kmart from a few years ago. Can't get it anymore. This was bought at RSO a couple years after they discontinued them. So this actually has value online. But if you have to buy it from me at half liquidation, even if I charge you 20 and it costs you 10 to get to you, you have to look in this shop, in the store, what I said before, to find out what it's cost. I'm not going to tell you again. That's part of why I want people to watch the show. But even if you got this for 30 bucks from me, okay, that's shipping and everything. That's what your total cost was. Even if you were to try to sell it for, you'd have to sell it dirt cheap, because you would be in competition with people that have probably had this for a while and they still have some inventory still filtering around. They're going to rule the search engine on that item, even no matter what the price is. So it's difficult to buy something, have it shipped to you, then have to ship it to the buyer and continually make a profit. Now, I listed this in the show today because I wanted people to see some of the stuff I'm just trying to sell. Now, you could still sell this if you're a mom and pa. All you're paying for is the listing fees. If you have to pay for those, if you haven't used up your listings, it's even cheaper. So if you're a mom and pop, you can buy this, set it on the shelf, and then when it sells in 6 months, 7 months, and you make $10 or $20 on it, great. But I can't do that competing with China, where eBay has invested all their money. I can't do that competing against box stores locally that already have the metrics that I'll never beat. Yeah, I might have $1 million in products sitting here. I'm flushing down the toilet. Basically, that's my investment. But they have $1 million of every single one of those products I have sitting in there. There's no way in HELL that my metrics is ever going to compare to theirs, because it's not just the value of you as a seller, it's the value of what they can make without any headache. Think about that. These big stores that are worth millions of dollars, if they have 100 returns a week, just like I did when I had 5 a day, when I was selling 150 items a day, what do I care? Write it off. Didn't even bother my business. But when the search engine changes and instead of 150 items a day, I'm selling 10 or 20 and I'm funneling them in the first place, and then I can't even cancel sales from the people I know are stealing under different screen names, how can I operate a business like that? Especially when I need the volume sales. So my product line and the platform change, in particular the platform change, but also it's not adaptable. I can't change the value of a fidget spinner. All I can do is observe the value disappear. Let me give you a perfect example. You see this? There's a plastic cover on the fidget spinner. Now, what did I just show you? This has been sitting. Now, these aren't worth crap. I don't care. I just showed you damage from storage. All I'm seeing is something that I can't sell now for sure. In the past, I could have sold these in lots and even now, maybe in lots, you could get rid of them, but it'd be unlikely. But all you do is watch your inventory that used to sell 150 a day total. So something like this in my old store, and not this item in particular, I'm just giving you an example. Something like this fidget spinner, like it, of value, meaning not real value, just a little bit of money on the slide. I used to sell probably in an average, not that particular item, but something similar. Let's say an average, I have a lot, like the solar baubles. I'll give you a real number. The solar baubles, I still am getting emails. Where are the solar baubles? Those are the little things you put in the sun, the head jiggles. Tons of returns, tons of damage. My policy is, if it's broke, take a picture. There's your money. Thank you. No negatives, no drama, no nothing. Until the change. Once the change occurred, meaning instead of selling 100 of those a month, easy, guys. I'm telling you that I probably did a week, but I'm just going to make it easy for you to understand. Let's say I sold 100 of those a month, more like a week. I could barely keep them in stock. I have literally, the little totes, the plastic totes, the big ones. I have like 19 of those crammed full. I have collected those since the beginning of my eBay business, and I've sold out of entire years worth where I've had to buy a complete replacement almost every couple years until last year. Since last year, the only people buying them have been thieves, or there's been some damages too. Now that's calculated in. But what I'm saying is, because the search engine changed, I have thousands of solar bubbles that bubble their head. Now, yeah, I could put those in my own website and try to get the people that used to buy before, because they do still show up in Google. I could get them to go buy from me new. But remember, we're talking about an item that's a solar bubble that doesn't have the customer base of eBay's market. But once they change the search engine, there goes the customer base. So you need to consider that when you buy products. One option for eBay: I'll give you some options in case you're still there. Um, Make sure that if you have the solar bubbles or you have the fidget spinners, sell them in lots. Get rid of it. Sell it in lots. Lots still come up because some people say, oh, maybe I'll sell these, or I've got a wedding to go to and I've got a whole bunch to give out, or oh, I need to throw something in a box as a promotional. You will still be able to move things that you might not come up in search if you listed them sold individually, but you may have a much higher chance of selling them as a lot because people actually type the word lot in. Make sure you use keywords to differentiate your fidget spinner from the 18 million other ones out there. But the keyword that differentiates your fidget spinner also has to be something that a buyer would use. All right, that's a little bit of tips that I did at the end of my show because this show was non-productive. I did not have a sale on the live show. However, at the gas station, talking about doing the live show, I sold $40 worth of comforters that I don't even have to mail. I just drop them off tomorrow. So the day's not wasted. Now, it's still not wasted, guys, just because these comforters are not great items to resell. If you're interested in them, just look back through the show. I will probably go into the app, not today. You always have until the next day before I put any prices, or just take them off. It's the show when you're supposed to buy them. But it is available in the chat and in the app for one day. So or actually Friday is kind of the deadline, but I always say one day. I have a show again tomorrow at 7, so you will be able to catch me live if you have any questions. Now, if you see anything that's in the app, it's going to stay there theoretically for 30 days. If it doesn't have a price, you need to watch the show. If I put a price in it, it's ready to go. Meaning you go to the chat and whatever that price is what you're going to pay because I'm going to add the shipping to it. I'm going to put whatever price I want on it and I'm going to slap it on there. It has nothing to do with the show once you see my numbers of a price on that image in the app. In other words, you want to save that money, you want to get it. Otherwise, it's just going to be just like a regular listing in a store. I'm going to mark it up $5 minimum because that's the effort that it costs to get the employee to do the darn pictures, and I put it in the little app. Plus, it takes my time away from the businesses that make me money. So this is a loss liquidation show. That's why it's not as convenient as a store. If you want convenience, I have that, but you're going to wait for the products a little bit. My keywebco.com global store is a dropship store from worldwide. It is shipped from the closest warehouse to you. That doesn't mean anything, guys. I have a U.S. warehouse fulfilled that also has one in the U.K. and also has one in China. It is not uncommon for these companies to have U.S. fulfillment warehouses, but they're out of stock at their U.S. fulfillment warehouse. And then they look at the next one, and then the next one, it ends up coming from China anyway. So I'm telling you, be very, very careful with your dropship companies. Make sure, just because they say U.S. fulfillment doesn't mean a darn thing. I have Chinese companies that get the item to the buyer in like 8, 9 days. Easy. Every single freaking time. Same company kind of thing being sold in the US sometimes will take that long or longer, and the people are paying double as much. Not at QWebCo Global. All of my stuff is shipped from the closest warehouse. My only guarantee to you on time is it will get there as quickly as I get it to you. I process the orders within a day or two of you ordering. They process the orders within a day or two of me ordering. Hey, Memphis Matt. And then after that, they ship it out. I use the fastest shipping speed I can afford to pay at the greatly reduced price I do. So I don't guarantee quick delivery at QWebCo Global. I guarantee that you'll get it. I guarantee that you get a good price. That's what I guarantee. That is a huge thorn in my side for QWebCo Global. It's going to be there even after I have more companies doing all U.S. fulfillment, and it's super fast. Some of the stuff in there is delivered in 3 days, just like Amazon Prime, same company. Some of the stuff is delivered in there from China within 5 days, just like eBay. Oops. Some of the stuff in there is delivered from Spain. I actually have a big manufacturer that I get my products from there. So it's wherever you are closest to. I have some in South Africa. I have some in Russia. Lots of warehouses in Russia. That's where I'm making a lot of money. So I'm telling you, my game is different. I'm not doing listing time now. Listings are a few pushes of a button. What I'm doing is making money time, marketing, talking in foreign languages, which I am terrible at. Oof, very, very, very terrible. You finally made it. Show's long since over, girl. Perfect Vibes. That's my moderator. It's all right. Don't worry. Nobody bought anything. It was dead as a horse. Dead horse in here today. But I really didn't have anything too great for anyone today. I thought I would, but I couldn't get my employee to get it done. Um, I do have some comforter sets in here. I have a lot of comforters, but I don't want to spend a lot of time next week on comforters. Basically, you've seen the comforters I'm going to do for a while. Comforters are not going to be a good mover here because you have the shipping and all that. What you're going to see Wednesday, next Wednesday, you're going to see about 50 items. You're going to see lawn and garden, kitchen, dishes, some vintage thrown in, good vintage. Um, um, Let me see what else. Some pet supplies, maybe I've got tons. And those will be lot listings, the pet supplies and stuff. So it'll be much more focused on buyers that want to resell. I wanted to do a run through with a nightmare product. What I mean by that is something like this that I have to show in front of the camera. It's huge. It's awkward. It's a pain in the butt to do. I have not quite the right lighting. Too washed out. So next Wednesday, I'll have a little video. I'm going to move the little letters a little bit. So I have another little box for image. And I'm going to have a rectangle video. I'm going to have that playing so you actually can watch the item scrolling through the whole time. See, right now, if you're going to watch my show, everyone's got to use the app. You've got to use the app with my show. That's what shows you what I'm selling that day. You can look at it just a little before the show. It's supposed to be the day before, but like I said, I just got back from the hospital, so I barely got it in there. So what you do is save that little bit.ly link up there, that DDLSHOP. You save that, and that is where items will be. Now, these items that I just put in there are going to be there until they are sold for 30 days. Hey, out of here. No, no, no. What do you think you're doing in here? Betty Boo. What do you think you're doing in here? No, you're not getting on my lap. Go into the other room. You know what I'm doing in here. Go, 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 go. Go. She wants to get on my lap. She's coming over. You've been on the computer too long. Get her out of here. She comes over here. She wanted me to pet her because I've been on the computer too long. My employee came in. Next show needs to be much better. These pictures were awful, and I didn't have near enough. We need variety for next show. Really kind of ticked at my employee. But that's okay. I wanted to have some animatronics, but you know what? This is not the right show for this. This is my premiere show. I'm just hanging in here talking because no one's buying anything anyway. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and finish. I've already pretty much talked about that. Not finished the show, but finish the screen. I've already pretty much talked about the app. You know how it works. You go through in the show, preferably, but if not, you use the chat. You send me the item number or a screenshot. It's in the app. It's pretty easy to do. You send that to me in the chat that's available in the app. It says push here. You will, if you're buying from the app, you're going to have to wait till the price is in there. If you're buying from the show, after the show, you send me the price I quoted you in the show. You send me your address. If you want me to ship it to you, you send me your address. Then I get back with you with a screenshot of what it costs on pirate shipping. Then you pay me for the item and the shipping. If you're going to send me a PDF label, you still have to wait to kind of know the dimensions before you know what your shipping cost is going to be before you can buy me a label and send it. Consider that. But if you're sending me a PDF label, in other words, I'm going to pay for the shipping, meaning you are, then you just pay me for the item after I know that you know the size. In other words, I'm going to pay for a label, just tell me the size. Okay, great. I will get back with you. You will get a invoice for just the payment I told you online, and then the size of the package, and then you pay for the label. You send me the label. I put it on the package. Off it goes. I prefer you have me do the shipping because it's just easier. I get your address. I look it up. I tell you how much it is. We add that to whatever I told you the item is. Do that in the chat. If you want it in a listing, I have to mention this because some people ask for a listing. I'm going to charge you $5 just to make the listing. I don't care. I really don't. I don't really want to be making listings. If I wanted to take the time to make these into listings, I'd just put my regular price on them and stick them in my websites. But I don't want to mess with that anymore. I have products where I need them. So this is a combination of a business transitioning where its values are and needing the space for another business I'm going to run and not wanting to just donate everything even though I can't claim it, but get back some of the $1 million I flushed down the toilet on eBay. That's what this is. This is a true liquidation sale. Whatever I paid, I mark it down about half, and that's what I sell it to you for. And then you pay the shipping. That's it. It's very simple. We do it online, so I don't have to do a lot of work. It's not hard for me to take a picture and put a number on it and stick it in my app. That takes me seconds. It's actually in the phone. I take a picture. There it is. So that doesn't take me any effort. It's not that difficult to push a button, send me a message with the item number, and tell me where you live. It doesn't take much effort for me to tell the employee, here's the address, here's the item, how much to ship it, I need a screenshot. I just send that on to you. Oh, that's great. And I send you an invoice. Boom. Easy. No effort, no muss, no fuss. It doesn't require me to mess with the UPC codes, to look things up, to pay overhead. Now, even in my own website, I can do it really easy. It doesn't cost me anything. I don't pay anything when I sell there. But I have to transfer the images from the phone to the computer. I have to upload them. I have to create a listing. Then I have to calculate it in that if somebody buys it before you get a chance to buy it, you're out the item. Because trust me, if I stick these items at the price I'm telling you in my website, they're going to go. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to sell you the item for what I'm quoting you without any extra overhead. So take advantage of this. I've got tons of items. Today, what are you doing in here? Go over there. She is so spoiled. Go. So spoiled. She ran off, snuck off from the employee so she'd come back here and get petted again. You can tell I spend time with my dogs. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on about this dragon deal thing. I was hoping someone would at least bid once so I could see what it would look like. And I don't even have my bell. I have a gavel. You didn't even bring me my bell. So if someone would have bought something today, I couldn't have ring the bell anyway. This is my first dry run. Do you guys remember my first dry run on the very first Helpful Tip show I did? It was really bad. This is not overly great, but my first dry run on my Helpful Tip show was really bad. Go look at that. Go scroll down. Go if you get a chance. Go to YouTube. Scroll down to my very first show and check it out. Not too good. This was not too great because I didn't have my stuff together. Now, like I said, next week we'll have a little video where you can watch the items scrolling by. There'll be at least 50 items we'll run through. I'll have some variety stuff. I'll have some lots for you. Like, oh, by the way, here's 40 of these, 20 of these, 50 of these, all thrown in a box. Hey, $10. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to do some of that. Now, those lots, yeah, you can make some money online on those. You can make a multi-variation. You can make them in little lots online. Or you could just use the stuff, guys. I've got oh, wait till we do a Christmas light show. Hey. No, I don't want to bother him. He's busy. When I do my Christmas light show, you guys are going to freak out. I literally have one whole section of one warehouse that's nothing but Christmas lights of every kind you can imagine. I don't even know everything that's in there. My employee does. I just kept buying them. I had this one business that was going out, and it was one of those Christmas fly-by-night businesses. You know, they get a whole bunch of Christmas products, then they get a whole bunch of Halloween products, and then a whole bunch of St. Patrick products, and every time the store is new based on every holiday. Well, one of those came flying through here a couple years ago, and they decided they weren't going to do it anymore. They were done. They've been doing it for 5 years. They made a lot of money. And they just, you know what, we're going to shut down our shipping system. We're just not going to transfer anymore. We're not going to do this. We're done. This is the last year of these Christmas lights. I said, oh, really? I said, how much for all of it? Really? Oh, yeah. How much for everything you've got? Whole shop, whole business. Well, I'm not going to tell you, but I got it really cheap. And so I had Christmas lights. Now, this is years ago. Remember, I was selling 150 items a day. I used to really boom in business, guys. I don't think you really know what I mean. Well, that was like years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. I don't even remember the exact time. It was just before Christmas, too. By the time I finally got all of them listed, I got them in January after Christmas, and it took me all the way to August. You might remember it if you've watched me on eBay. You'll remember all the Christmas lights being fed through all year round. I ended up building it up so ginormous, it was unbelievable. And guess what? I thought I'd sell a whole bunch going into Christmas. I did, but hardly anything compared to what I anticipated. Guess when I sold them all? January and February. So for years, at least 4 years, I think this is 6 years ago, to be honest with you. Yeah, because all the way until last year, I only did a little bit last year, but all the way until the platform change, I was selling all the Christmas lights that were going out in one store or one place or another from January until August. If someone was getting a Christmas light, chances are they were buying it from me, because everyone else started liquidating, taking theirs down, waiting for the new lights to come out. Me, on the other hand, I doubled my listing efforts. So I basically, because of the open platform back then, I was basically able to dominate all the sales on eBay pretty much in a roundabout way. Not all the sales. That's that would be impossible. There's too many. But you know what I mean. I kind of dominated all the sales that filtered through enough for me. Let's put it that way. But it was a lot. And I actually sold that entire man's inventory. It was enough to do 6 more years. I actually sold through all of that inventory. I only have a little bit of that particular inventory left. Well, little is still several cases. I mean, not little, but I was zipped through it. Then I started going around to all the Dollar General, Big Lots, Family Dollars in their 90% Christmas sales and taking out Walmarts. Oh gosh, 4 Walmarts up and down I-70. Every single one. You would never see a Christmas light in clearance. Why? Because I bought them all. I literally would take my mom's van and I would go to one Walmart and I would make 5 or 6 trips that day, filling it with Christmas lights. And then I'd go to the next one up the highway the next day. And I did that for a long time. And guess when those all sold? Never once did I have a holiday season that they sold massively. I mean, they sold good before Christmas, of course. But compared to what they sold in January and February, peanuts. I would literally get where we would have so many different light variations going out that we had to stop doing it based on the eBay listing because I had so many drop downs and variations. It was too much of a nightmare to find out what actually sold on eBay from the eBay listing. So finally, towards the end, about a year ago, year and a half ago, no longer than that, 2 years ago, I finally started putting numbers on the eBay listing, which is terrible. You should never do that. Not in the title, but in the beginning of the description. Numbers. So I would be able to easily tell by just looking it up without having to open all the drop downs and see which one they actually bought. It used to be harder on eBay for that. It's better now. But I actually started putting numbers in so I could just say, okay, it's a A3 or a B4, just kind of like we're doing it in our app. So my employee would not make mistakes on the orders because eBay was feeding a bunch of crap. You'd see a picture of something that wasn't even what the buyer ordered. Lots of times. So finally, I had to make it so we actually had a place where we could easily look up what that sold. Well, the longer story short, I ended up buying a lot of stores worth of lights, and then it changed. So I still have huge amounts because this last year it was like 20% of what I'm used to for Christmas lights. So I have a plethora